about Mountain West. So men, I don't even want to kind of talk about the men. Men race was kind of a non-factor. I really just want to focus on this women's race. New Mexico did something incredible. They went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they perfect scored. They perfect scored with their 8th runner being Ava Cohen, who preseason we had projected as their number 1 runner.
Yeah.
Not only they perfect score with not even like a runner who's like, one you think would be at least one of their top 7. Their spread of their top 5 was 8 seconds. And I get it, like, it's not like they're a perfect score. It's the Mountain West. It's not the Pac-12 or Big Ten. But, like, Utah State and Colorado State are good teams.
Yeah.
They're not top 10 teams. They're more like top 25-ish teams.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, so it makes sense they're going to score, like, 20 to 30 points. But perfect scoring with that deep of a pack, I don't know, man. It just, I know this is the thing. New Mexico is going to be, if they win, it will be an outlier win. And the reason why it's going to be an outlier win is you never have an NCAA champion team win with no number 1 stick, like a true number 1 stick that finishes in the top 5, top 10. I know you looked at the history of that. Has there ever been an NCAA championship team that won without a finisher in the top 10?
I went back and looked, going back from when they started the traditional field, right? So 2000, right? Where you had 31 teams, basically, just before the year 2000. The lowest placing number 1 runner, I need to update this, was 8th. No, excuse me, 10th in 1998. So I looked from this is from 1998 all the way through 2018. So I need to update it for 19 and then 20, but we can probably do that right now. Nobody's finished outside of the top 10, and that was the first year Villanova. And Villanova went 10, 11, 15, 18, 52. So if we look at...
And so, yeah. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, if you look at the recent results, right? 2019 was Arkansas, and of course they had Izzo and Warner up there. And then last year was BYU. I'm just looking at the women's side. And how high up was their first finisher? Don't even remember. I know Orton went back, but I don't remember. Was Anna Camp way up there? No, Anna Camp was 9. So they had 9. Now that's scoring. I think that's scoring 9. So point being, you need a single digit first runner using now 23 years or 23 championships worth. You need a single digit first runner.
I've talked to Joe Franklin about this, head coach of New Mexico. He knows that is a factor, right? He knows his team is different from a typical championship caliber team, but he also loves what he has, right? He has a plethora of bodies, and like they're all interchangeable. He's not counting on one person where if that person fails, it's all over. Like he can have, there's not a single, like his number 2 runner can fail and it's going to be fine because their number 2 runners are replaceable with their number 3. Typically people are like, oh, our number 5 runner needs to show up, or but for him, like 5 is interchangeable with 6, 3 is interchangeable with 4, 1's interchangeable with 2, 7 and 6, all that. And they had a spread of 8 seconds. They dominated the win. They're looking good. We know that's the thing. So here's the thing about New Mexico. NC State, you talked about there's a little bit of a drop-off between 5 and 6. BYU kind of also has a little bit of a drop-off between 5 and 6. New Mexico has like no drop-off, right? They're the same. He's like a body of 3 as their 5th runner. So that's the thing where if chaos happens and New Mexico is just chilling, packing up, running all in the 15 to 35 range.
Yeah.
And it's like it just happens to be a weird year. New Mexico can win, and so
I s-
this was like the biggest surprising result is seeing them just perfect score meet. That's never happened before. I think I lost Kevin.
but
Kevin's got to refresh. So anyway, I'm gonna
here,
text Kevin to refresh. So we'll go on to the next one. But yeah, New Mexico, like I said, they are a wild card team. If you could come up with the word wild card any clearer, it is New Mexico.
mhm.
They had their number one runner at pre-nats, I think was Stephanie Parsons. She was the number 7 runner here. Their number one runner at preseason was the number 8 runner here. It's just wild. Anyway, welcome back, Kevin.
Gordon, I'm back.
Did
Okay,
you
so I cut out when you're talking about the ACC. So can you just start from there?
give us over? All right.
No,
Back in the day,
I looked it up. So BYU finished outside of the top 10, but Camp scored 9. And those are the scores that I'm talking about. So
yeah.
BYU continued the trend. So you could go now 23 seasons and the highest scoring first place runner is 10. I think they would need to have a massive day to do that. Now, if you're saying that they're a package deal, are they a 20s team or a 30s team? Because that makes all the difference in the world. Or 40s team.
Yeah. I think they're a 20s team. I think they're going to be like,
There you go.
it's right when you got off, I said they're going to be a 15 to 35. That's
So
what I think.
also, you keep saying that they got a perfect score, but they did better than a perfect score because perfect score is 15 and 5. There needs to be another name in cross country when you put your whole squad 1 through 7 out there. And how do you think it's a weird position for Adva Cohen? She's like, hey, I got 11th in the race. Oh, what were you on your team? Oh, 8th.
I don't even
8th.
exist in the results.
8th. 8th. Yeah, exactly. My number did not count at all. I think they're in a good spot because this has not
I
just
think they're
been
in
a
a great
one-time
spot.
thing.
Yeah.
How do we feel about them, in a I mean they got a lot of freshmen though, but freshmen aren't the same as they used to be just because they've had a little bit more experience. I want to see it. I want to see the contrast here. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, the thing is here, we have them right now ranked 4th. The 3 teams that have ranked ahead of them, NC State, Colorado, and BYU, all 3 of those teams won their conference. NC State had a spread of 29 seconds. Colorado and BYU had a spread of 39 seconds. So they kind of gave us a hard. It's hard. It seems impossible to say that New Mexico shouldn't go up, but it also seems impossible to say why Colorado, BYU, and NC State should move down. Right?
Mhm.
I'll figure it out when we release the rankings on Monday. I think New Mexico might go up because, I mean, what do you want? What else do I want from them? Right? I mean, a spread of 8 seconds, perfect score, top 7. It's like, come on. So anyway,
Right.
looks like JoJo from the airport. Her flight was delayed. She commented on the YouTube channel LOL.
Mm. I think JoJo can
So
give us more than an LOL. Yeah, I don't know. Something. Come on. It's
do you
probably
think
about the costume.
should I try to keep this entire outfit on when I go pick her up from the airport at
Yes.
like 8
Yeah,
o'clock
that's
today?
mandatory. Yeah. Walk around in it until someone recognizes you, not as Gordon, but as the cookie from Squid Game. That's what I think you should
Yeah.
do. And then the moment
Well,
you go to this little
I'm hosting a party tomorrow, but I want to like also like go out to the bars and let everyone like see and like take a
yeah,
photo, and
I
that's
think they'll
that's all
want to do
fun.
that, Gordon. I think they
I
want to see
you
you.
know I feel like
Walk through the
we
terminal,
should
park your
have.
car in short-term parking, and then just start walking through the baggage claim so people can see you. It's a good place to be seen.
I feel like we
Not
should
enough people
have
hang out at the
four.
airport.